And good evening and welcome back to Centralia College Watterson Court, Michael Smith Gymnasium. Paul Bader along with Tony Davila as we get set for the men's Lower Columbia in town against your Blazers here on the Blazer Network. Tony coming in, let's take a look at the standings first of all. And the Blazers, where'd the standings go? Do you have those handy?
I did not.
I had them here somewhere.
They are probably mixed in right around here, maybe, possibly.
Maybe, possibly.
Overall, Lower Columbia is 14-8.
I know, maybe I have it mixed in here.
Centralia is 15-8 overall.
But we don't care about that. But nonetheless, you know.
Last game played, Centralia won 66-49 over the LCC squad. There we go. There they are.
There they are.
As the West standings right now, Centralia in third place, 5-3 in conference. Green River sits atop at 7-1. South Puget Sound at 5-2. Highline 4-3. Lower Columbia is 4-4. So is Pierce at 4-4. Tacoma's 2-6, and Grays Harbor 0-8 to round out the West standings.
And they are coming off a good win over Grays Harbor, 72-59, after losing 2 in a row to Pierce and Highline. 2 games probably that they should have been able to win, and they also won at Green River. So they had some really good wins and a couple of tough losses there. Talking to assistant coach Jonathan McMillan, he says it's been the offense. Says we need to get that kicked up another level, and so he's hoping that will come through tonight. But taking a look at these two teams, the first go round, where did that go? There it is, Tony, and in that you can see that Marcus Gilson again, a big night. He had 15. LeBrandon Price 18 in that game, as you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players score in the ball game as they took control of 33-19 after the first quarter, or after the first half. Again, men play halves, 10-minute halves, and Lower Columbia outscored Lower Columbia in both of them, 33-19, 33-30. So look for them to try and get off to that same good start if they can. They'll be in good shape.
Yeah, and both teams at that point in the first game that was played on the 12th of January, Seth Hall was the leading scorer for Lower Columbia with 11. 2 bench players, Samant Hector and Bryson Ford, coming off the bench for 10. Hector will get the start today. Both different starting lineups for both squads, as Deontay Dixon, Colin Prangley, Liam Murphy, Marcus Gilson, and Peyton Stanley got the start in the first game against Lower Columbia today. It's a little bit different. Both teams starting different lineups between them. Little bit different.
A little bit different. They're going to get starting lineups and then head right into the game. We had the pledge before the first game. So do you want to go ahead and take a quick break? We'll come back, get the starting lineups, and get underway.
Let's do that. We'll be back after this on the Eli Sports Network.
Centralia College is a great opportunity for student athletes to begin their college academic career and continue their athletic dreams. Centralia College's volleyball, women's soccer, men and women's basketball and fast pitch teams, combined with low tuition, offers a great opportunity for student athletes to continue their athletic careers. For more information on Centralia College and the Centralia College Foundation, visit centralia.edu. Centralia College, where your success begins.
This just in. Community First Auto Center now has a second location.
Yes, it's true. Community First Auto Center now has a second location that specializes in affordable pre-owned vehicles under $10,000. This second location is directly off Exit 74 on Bishop Road. See their selection online at cfaccars.com and at their Facebook page. Community First Auto Center in Chehalis off Exit 79, and now a second location off Exit 74.
A touch above the rest.
welcome back to Watterson Court here at Centralia College. I'm Tony Davila, Paul Beatty here as well. The starting lineups: Devontae Dennis, a 6'1 sophomore; Martis Johnson, a 6'2 freshman; Seth Hall, a 6'3 sophomore; Samad Hector, a 6'6 forward; and Alec Sinetti Hall, a 5'11 sophomore, are the starters for Lower Columbia. For Centralia, they start 6'3 sophomore LeBrandon Price, 6'2 sophomore Jackson Clark, 5'10 sophomore Deontay Dixon, 6'5 sophomore Marcus Gilson, and 6'4 freshman Tyler Ashmore. And we will get started here. It looks like jumping off, it'll be Gilson going up against Samad Hector. Those will be the two, as both teams come out onto the floor. Hector will win the tip, sends it back, and bringing it up the floor will be Alec
Cornell Hall.
It says Sinetti Hall in the book here.
That could be it, because I got that off of the.
There is a loose ball out of bounds, and bringing it up the floor will be Deontay Dixon. Dixon into the front court, swings it around the perimeter. Ashmore up top, back to LeBrandon Price. LB inside to Gilson, off of his chest, and taken away by Seth Hall. Hall gets it right back, wanted the three, passes it up. Gets it over to Devontae Dennis. Canetti Hall for a three, no good. Sinetti Hall.
Yeah. You're right.
Over to LB.
Oh.
Hits the front of the rim, no good. Couldn't bring it in. Long run. Dennis throws it back, and throwing it over the top of the rim is Martis Johnson for two. First 2 points of the game goes to Lower Columbia. Two players out of Washington in the starting lineup for Lower Columbia. They're both out of Vancouver, as there's
nice. Gilson gets the bucket there, and he'll get fouled in the and one.
It looks like Samad Hector gets the foul, picks it up. As Gilson hits two, he'll go to the line for an and one. And it's good. 1 point lead for the Blazers. And as I was saying, Devontae Davis out of Oregon, Martis Johnson out of California, and Alec Sinetti Hall out of Alaska. Sinetti Hall picked up by LB. The other two players are out of Vancouver, Washington. Sinetti Hall with it. Into the outside, Seth Hall. Can't get the bucket to fall.
He'll draw the foul, though. That'll be on Ashmore.
Tyler picks up his first. Tyler Ashmore out of Centralia. One of the only local boy from the area, or from this city.
From Centralia. You got Peyton Stanley, though, from Napavine.
From Napavine. You got a couple of players. LeBrandon Price went to River Ridge.
Liam Murphy went to Olympia.
Did.
Colin Prangley from Washougal.
As Seth Hall missed the front end, but he'll hit the back end, and we're tied at threes. Deontay Dixon into the front court. Deontay spins,
nice.
Floater, no
Gotta
good.
get it to go, though.
Ball will go out. Looks like it went off the hand, and they'll say it went off of Deontay. Looking to get the ball in will be Martis Johnson. Goes to Sinetti Hall. Into the front court to Seth Hall. Seth will kick it back out to Alec, and Alec sends it around the outside. Back to Alec. To Seth Hall. Bounce pass to the corner. Driving and getting the bucket is Devontae Dennis for two.
Got a step. We're able to get in there.
Dixon into the front court. Deontay. Out to LeBrandon Price. LeBrandon. Jump stop. And that's an offensive foul on LB.
He traveled first.
Player control foul. So Johnson looking to get it in. Up the floor, it goes to Devontae Dennis. Dennis into the front court. Picked up by Deontay. Circling around the perimeter. Bounce pass, goes to Johnson. Driving baseline kick out, nobody there. And that'll go back over to Centralia.
Big collision there between LeBrandon Price and Alec Sonetti Hall. Price kind of bounced back a little gingerly there. Get the ball into Jackson Clark. He'll bring it into front court.
We'll hand off to Dixon.
Nice.
Gets it over to Ashmore. Can't hit the shot. And there's an offensive foul.
Come on.
On Deontay.
Let's not go on a little offensive kick here. Come on.
Third team foul against the Blazers. As all of these fouls, 2 of them are offensive. That last one was more offensive than offensive. Martis Johnson looking to get it in. He will. Goes to Seth Hall, who will bring it up the floor. Seth into the front court. Goes to Canetti Hall. Back out. Swings around to Devontae, to Seth Hall, catch and shoot 3, hand in his face, no good. Rebound, putback is good by Samad Hector. 7-3, LCC with the lead. Gilson up top, Gilson gonna go right at Hector. And another offensive foul against the Blazers. Or no, he stepped out of bounds.
Stepped out of bounds. Or maybe he did. He went out of bounds.
And there's a foul on Deontay Dixon. Deontay just picked up a quick second foul. And Nathan Hoff will get up to check in.
He may have run out of bounds on the baseline and didn't get both feet back in, but you have to before you can get the ball.
You have to establish a presence inside, back in. Offensive screen. And there's an offensive foul against Hector, and he picks up his second.
Why not? If they're going to call these offensive fouls, get in on the action. And you see that. You see that in officiating all the time, especially in basketball. All of a sudden, they go on this offensive foul kick. One official starts calling it, the other one starts calling it too. So why not start falling down right around him? That was a great job by Gilson. He had position. I think he also gave a little performance there on top of it to sell it.
Travis Patrick checks in for LCC. Out goes Hector with 2 fouls. Gilson gonna hand off to Hoff. Nate spins,
nice
floater,
move.
good. Hoff.
Nice. Nathan looking good there.
I believe he's out at Tuda Lake.
Yeah, he is. We missed him earlier.
Ball goes over. Driving baseline to Seth Hall. Out it goes. 3 ball by Johnson. No good. Gilson with the rebound. Marcus, nice spin on that rebound. Marcus
should have taken it right to him.
got away with a carry. LB cross court to Jackson Clark. Clark inside to Ashmore. Tyler up floater. Good. Tyler Ashmore.
Nice.
7-7. Sonetti Hall will bring it up the floor. Gets it over to Dennis. Back to Sonetti Hall.
Good job by Clark of keeping Seth Hall away from it.
Sonetti Hall kick over. Ball goes off the
strip
foot.
there.
Sonetti Hall gets it right back out to Johnson. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Over to Patrick. Patrick, ball gets stripped.
There you go.
LB with it, goes behind the back. LeBrandon to Ashmore, to Hoff, down low to Gilson. Over to LB, drives off the glass. Can't get the bucket to fall. That foul is going to go against Dennis, and that'll send LeBrandon to the line, shooting 2.
LeBrandon LB trying to get in the scorebook here. Looked like he was gonna, and that thing just rolled off. Trying to take their first lead of the ball game here at the free throw line.
And player with the all-name, on the all-name team, Loudon Wardius.
Loudon Wardius
will check in from Ridgefield.
And
LB misses the front
Yeah,
end.
rolled out. Looked like his lay-in was up there.
Second shot. Up is good. Hits the back end and breaks the tie.
Yep, 8-7. Blazers' first lead in the ball game. Let's keep it.
Seth Hall gets it over to Alec. Back to Hall. Hall into the front court. Gets it over to the hyphen.
Liam Murphy is going to check in next for the Blazers.
Screen. Pull-up jumper by Kennedy Hall is good.
I think it's Cinetti.
Cinetti it
Yeah.
is.
Good shot by him.
Jackson thought about going baseline and ends up throwing a pass that's
Travis Patrick. I've never seen a team with more first names as last names.
as LeBrandon Price will check out and Cody Young will check in for LCC.
Here's LCC. Devontae Dennis, Dwayne Stewart, Samad Hector, Spencer Dwayne, Travis Patrick. That is a lot of first name, last
It
names.
Ball trying to go inside to Gilson, no good. Gilson wanted it higher as Cody Young in the game now for LCC. We saw last year the 2A versus 2B here at Centralia, the high school ranks. Cody Young won the three-point contest for the boys. For the girls,
Wow.
as Gilson taps that in for him. Give that to Patrick, though. But Cody Young won the three-point contest. Lindsey Nermy won it for the girls. So both three-point champs here at Centralia playing it. Seth Hall somehow gets through the lane, gets the ball up, and hits it. 13-8.
Yeah, 6-0 run here for LCC. Colin Prangley going to check in for the Blazers. Next dead ball. Here comes Liam Murphy. Yes.
Gets it to fall. Liam, nice bucket for him.
Snap that 6-0 run. Down by 3 now.
Fifth player to score for the Blazers. Young gets it into the front court. Gets it right back. Hall for three. Good. Seth Hall. As also getting up to check in will be Peyton Stanley for the Blazers. Liam Murphy gets a screen. Back it goes to Jackson Clark. Jackson backs out to Murphy. To Ashmore down low. Ashmore goes right at Johnson. To Clark. Jackson.
8 seconds.
8 seconds. Here comes Marcus Gilson. Can't get the spin. Gets it out to Clark. Floater off the glass. No good. And there's a foul on Patrick throwing the elbow. So Travis Patrick picks up the foul. So Prangley will check in with Stanley. Murphy. And there is an offensive foul on Gilson. Put the arm out there, setting the screen.
Coach Moyer not happy with it.
Ball comes in. Cody Young will bring it up the floor. Cody waves everybody off. That's a matchup that's been seen before. Young against Stanley. Inside, no good. Ball goes down to Patrick, no good, and it's a travel. As the Blazer bench.
I get tied up in listening to Coach Moyer. We need to get him mic'd up.
Murphy drives inside, can't get a shot to go. Hoff over to Prangley. Colin gonna drive. Colin, floater, no good. Gilson mistimed his jump. And there's an offensive foul against Prangley.
Wow, it wasn't offensive. He didn't have the ball. So.
Or it's just a foul on Prangley. And Prangley or Gilson trying to figure out what they're calling there. They're just calling everything. There's 10 fouls, 6 on the Blazers, as Young, full head of steam, will lose it out of bounds. Off in to Murphy and Liam. will slow it down and bring it up the floor with 11:40 to play in the first half. 16-10, LCC with the lead. Hoff throws it to the corner to Prangley. Collin to Stanley, to Gilson. Marcus going to drive. Gets it off the glass, no good. Prangley tried to follow up, no good, and there's a foul inside. And there's a foul on the inside by Bryson Ford. Stays with the Blazers.
New shot clock here. Down by 6, 11:23 to go here, and Devontae Dennis going to check back in for LCC.
Seth Hall will check out. Liam Murphy looking to get the ball in. Gets it to Hoff. Nate gets it back to Murphy. Keeps his dribble alive somehow. Wow. Liam. Drive. Turnaround. Gets blocked. Gets the ball right back. Prangley inside. Hesitates, and Prangley is fouled hard by Ford. And that's a two-shot foul.
How'd that ended up on Wardius somehow, not Ford?
Wow.
Wow, I don't get that.
So Prangley will go to the line shooting 2. First shot is good for Collin. And Jimmy Harding will check in now for the Blazers.
So come in for Marquise. Give him a
Marcus
breather here. Try to pull him within 4 is Prangley, and he does.
Prangley hits them both, and he's the 6th Blazer to score in this game. Dennis in the backcourt to Young. And Cody will bring it into the front court. Pull up for 3, good, Cody Young. Up the floor, Liam Murphy. Murphy out to Prangley. Collin spins, step under, goes back to Jimmy Harding, and he will travel. Ball comes in to Wardius. Young will bring it into the front court. Cody Young with it. Goes to Dennis. Inside. They'll find Ford. Bryson goes up. No good. Ball slapped out. It'll go back to Dennis. Kick out to Johnson. Back in to Ward. No good. Ball picked up by Jimmy Harding. Liam Murphy into the front court. Liam goes out. Stanley catch and shoot 3. Misses. No good. Young up the floor. Cody tried to bounce pass. It's going to be a kick ball.
That's not a kick ball. When you throw the ball at a foot, that's not a kick ball. It's got to be on purpose.
Alex Sinetti Hall will check in for Lower Columbia along with Seth Hall. LeBrandon Price checks in for the Blazers.
That call annoys me more than any in basketball. Half of the officials call it correctly, the other half don't.
Sinetti Hall with it. Goes back around to Johnson. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Dennis behind the back, drives, trying to go inside. Harding comes out of the pack with it.
Nice
Jimmy.
Rebound there by James. Jimmy.
Well, Brandon Price pull up for a 3.
Yes.
Good, LB.
Granted it, feeling it.
And it's 19-15. LCC with the lead. Mardis Johnson into the front court to Dennis. Floats it to the corner to Seth Hall. Out to Sinetti Hall. Alec calls the play. Gets a screen. Seth Hall for 3. Good.
Wow.
Gets the high bounce. His second 3 ball of the game.
LB trying to answer, and he does.
Feeling it. He's got 7. 22-18 now. Johnson into Dennis. Back to Sinetti Hall. Sinetti Hall with it. Seth Hall for 3. Hits it. Seth Hall with another 3-ball. Prangley's like, I couldn't do anything. I had my hand in his face. Murphy spins in the lane. Scoop, no good. Sinetti Hall up the floor quickly. Alec gonna go all the way. No, he'll overthrow Martis Johnson. Blazers will look to get it in. Peyton Stanley to Liam Murphy, and Murphy will bring it up the floor. Liam into the front court. Goes to Harding. Jimmy to Peyton Stanley. To Prangley. Prangley. Turnaround floater. No good. Rebound. Sinetti Hall. Floater up the floor. Too long for Bryson Ford.
Which is great, but Centralia's got to take advantage of these turnovers, Tony. Get some points on the board here. They only scored 18, a little less than 8 minutes to go.
Murphy into the front court. Tried to lay it off to Prangley. Prangley going to go up against Johnson. Missed it. Hall will follow up. LB gets the rebound. LeBrandon Price up the floor quickly. LeBrandon to Stanley for 3. Good. Peyton Stanley hits the 3, and it's 25-21. And there is a timeout called by LCC. It's a 30-second timeout. 25-21 with 7:34 to go. And one of the coaches for LCC not happy.
That's the head coach, that's Mickey.
Not happy about something as he comes out onto the floor.
I mean, it was pretty questionable here at the other end there. It looked like there was some contact there, and Mickey Polis not happy with the non-call down there.
And I don't think he's one that you want to see make angry.
Mickey is a student of Bill Backamus, played for Bill Backamus and Mark Morris, and his dad, I think, is still an assistant there, been a long-time assistant at Mark Morris.
Sinetti Hall gets into the front court quickly.
That display, though, is right out of the Backamus playbook.
It is. Sinetti Hall, stripped by Murphy, gets it over to Seth Hall. Devontae Dennis will kick it back out. 10 seconds on the clock. Look for Seth Hall to go. Seth does. Picks up his dribble. Follow a jumper. No good. 3 seconds. No good. Harding with the rebound. Jimmy.
Big rip by Jimmy.
Gives it up to Murphy, and Murphy going to drive on Sinetti Hall. Out it goes to Prangley. Colin will get the ball right back. Colin going to drive, and there's an offensive foul.
Oh, no way. No way.
He couldn't have jumped it, threw his feet out any further. Martis Johnson.
Wow.
And the award goes to.
Yeah.
Prangley just picked up his second foul.
So the complaining of Polis pays off. Even LB is telling the official, what are you watching there? My goodness. That guy was bailing out.
So Martis Johnson will look to get it in on the baseline for LCC. Sinetti Hall will bring it up the floor. Alec into the front court to Seth Hall. Back to Seth. Swings it around to Dennis. Inside, ball slapped away by LeBrandon Price. Gilson comes up with it. Marcus jump stop, and he is blocked going up by Samad Hector. Loudon Wardius will check back in for LCC. And there's a wet spot on the floor. Needs some custodial work done.
Trying to get the attention of the sweeper over there. She was involved in a conversation.
And enamored by the LCC girls team. So Deontay Dixon will look to get it in for the Blazers. Deontay up top to Gilson. Gilson goes right at Johnson. Nice. Floater off the glass is good.
What a shot there.
And Marcus uses that size advantage. Wardius throws the ball away. Stanley comes out of the pack with it. Bounce pass to Dixon to Harding, and he is fouled by Loudon. His second, should be his first. But that'll send Jimmy Harding to the line. Shooting 2.
All right.
And Jimmy, if he can hit both of these, we'll be tied at 25.
Shot
up and good. Jimmy hits the front end. Jimmy.
Get it. Yep, got them both.
And we're tied at 25 all.
Nice job by Harding.
Sanetti Hall going to shield off LB. Into the front court, gets a screen. Deontay Dixon slaps the ball away, and he's tripped up. No, and Deontay's hurt. Slow to get up.
Says, how is that not? It may have gone off of me. How is that not our ball, though? You tripped me.
How there wasn't a foul.
I don't know.
Sanetti Hall into the front court. Throws one inside. Gilson will get there. Gilson up the floor. Marcus. Hook is good.
Yes.
Marcus Gilson. And there is going to be a timeout called, a full timeout called by LCC. So we will step away as well and be back after this on the Eli Sports Network.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
And welcome back to Centralia College. Michael Smith Gymnasium, Watterson Court, lots of names. Same college. Tony Davila here with Paul Beatty. 27-25 Blazers with the lead over LCC with 5:49 to play in the first half. On the floor, Jimmy Harding, Marcus Gilson, Deontay Dixon, LeBrandon Price, and Peyton Stanley on the floor for LCC. Samad Hector, Seth Hall, Cody Young, Loudon Wardius, and Travis Patrick. Seth Hall into the front court to to Cody Young. Cody inside. Travel, no call. Hits the bucket, Samad Hector.
Well, what's that mean?
Gilson.
What's that mean? He still traveled with it.
He didn't have possession. And they call a travel on Jimmy Harding, the same exact move.
Who scored that down here? Did you get that?
That was Hector. So Wardius will have it on the sideline. Loudon gets it into Seth Hall to Cody Young, and Young will bring it into the front court. Cody to Wardius. And ball is going to be thrown away. And Coach Moyer saying he was right.
He's giving the example. He's showing, he's acting it out. Little charades on the sideline here.
Ball back to LeBrandon Price. He goes against Hall. Seth got him on the elbow. Cody Young with the rebound up the floor. Young outside. Seth Hall run off the three-point line. Harding will pick up the foul, his first, and that will send Seth Hall to the line for two. Shot is up and good for Hall. Bryson Ford will check back in for Samad Hector. Hall. Has his 14th point, and LCC goes up by 2, 29-27. Deontay up top will back out. Calls the play, gets a screen from Harding. Now Deontay off the glass, and they'll call him for a travel.
Coach Moyer wants the call to be called on both ends of the floor here.
Young into the front court to Hector. Hector going to go all the way and dunks. No, that's Travis Patrick. Nobody got in his way. Deontay Dixon.
4-point game here.
Into the front court. 4 minutes to play. Deontay, bounce pass, goes over to Gilson. Marcus, back to Deontay for the three. Good.
Deontay gets in the scorebook.
Cody Young with it. Cody into the front court. Nope, now into the front court. Seth Hall with it. Back out to Cody Young. He calls the play from the center circle. Over it goes to Ford. Bryson picks up his dribble. Cody Young, one of the three. Sidestep three ball, no good. LeBrandon Price with the rebound. Up the floor to Deontay Dixon quickly. Deontay to Stanley in the corner for three. In and out, no good. Ford
That's
with
a shot.
Ford up to Warden. Wardius, Loudon goes right at LB. Can't hit the shot. Gilson taps it to himself. Marcus up the floor. Gilson to Dixon. Dixon going to go all the way high off the glass, and he'll be fouled.
Yeah, he'll get the defender in the air. Who was that? Yep, that's going to be Patrick, or Ford.
Bryson Ford, his second. Should be his third. Deontay Dixon to the line, shooting two.
3:01 to go here in the first half, trying to tie it up and take the lead.
Shot is up and no good for Deontay. Ashmore and Clark will check in. Harding and Stanley check out. Deontay trying to tie it up here with the back end of this two-shot foul. And he does. Martis Johnson will check back in for LCC. There'll be a timeout call. Didn't see if it's a
30-second timeout here.
It will be.
Yep. Coach Moyer was telling the official if we make the second one, he wants a 30-second timeout here, and he wants to get those guys in for the final 3:01 here. 31-31. Clearly, the Blazers have not played their best hoops here, Tony, yet it's tied. And so that is something that you've got to be excited about if you're a Blazer fan here, because you know that they can step this thing up and get her done.
Yeah, they definitely want to get this thing moving, want to get up and down the floor, really get this thing started out. They started out a little bit sloppy, but hey, look at the first game.
Yeah.
They scored 33 and 33. They're on
pace. Their defense a little more. They want to pick up a little more here. Oh,
LB with the steal on
like
Young.
On demand.
LeBrandon to Jackson Clark, and that ball is slapped out of there by Johnson. Stays with the Blazers, though. And Jackson Clark will look to get the ball in for the Blazers. Jackson gets everybody moving, goes to LB in the corner. LeBrandon down low to Ashmore. Ashmore goes up, scoop is
nice.
Good. Tyler Ashmore.
Great long reach of Ashmore right around the body there of Johnson and lays it up off the glass beautifully for a 2-point lead.
Seth Hall in the backcourt, throws the ball away.
Yep.
Cody Young was already running up the floor. Ball goes back over to the Blazers, and Sinetti Hall will check back in. Alec will check in. Young will check out. Dixon to Gilson. Marcus. Back to Deontay. Back to Marcus. Back to Dixon. Gilson sets a screen. Deontay Wanted the pick and roll. He'll take the floater instead and hits it. 35-31, Blazers with the lead.
That's how you make up for missing a pass.
And LB's going to get called for a foul, trying to shield off Sinetti Hall on the inbounds. So Brandon picked up his second.
Yeah.
And Alex Sinetti Hall to the line, shooting 2. Hoff will check in for the Blazers. You know, it's a 1-and-1.
Yep, 1-and-1. They do have those in the men's side. I don't think they have them in the women's.
I don't think they do either.
Once they get to, what is it, 5 fouls, it's 2 shots.
Up and no good, short for Sinetti Hall. Hoff into the front court. Dixon in the corner. Ashmore for 3, no good. Johnson pulls down the rebound. Took an odd bounce.
Yeah, you got to kind of, if you crash the board or stay in there, you never know where that thing's going to bounce. Could have gotten the back.
Sidestep, Sinetti Hall inside.
Oh,
Ford goes up and gets the dunk. His first points of the game, 35-33 with a minute 33 to play. Dixon out to Gilson. Goes by the 3. Shot is good by
shot.
Gilson. Marcus with 9 points in the first half. Seth Hall into the front court. To Sinetti Hall. Alec drives, and now he'll back out. Jackson Clark right on his hip. Bryson Ford, ball slapped away by Ashmore.
Yeah, great hands by Tyler. Liam Murphy up to check in if there's a dead ball here.
Dixon into the front court. Deontay over to Jackson Clark. Clark back to Dixon. Down low to Ashmore. Tyler goes to work on the baseline. Off the glass, no good, but he is fouled and will go to the line shooting 2 as Bryson Ford picks up his 3rd foul.
And Harding and Murphy are both going to come in.
Ashmore to the line shooting 2. Wardius will check in for LCC.
Up and good.
Out goes Ford.
Trying to give him a 6-point lead here.
Up and no good for Ashmore. 10-second difference, game clock, shot clock. Sinetti Hall into the front court, picked up by Hoff. Double teamed, goes over to Seth Hall. Back to Sinetti Hall. Johnson goes up off the glass, no good. Can't get the putback is Patrick. 3 ball by Hall, no good. Harding with the rebound.
Big rebound.
Hoff into the front court. Hoff. 8 seconds to Liam Murphy. Liam. Down low to Harding. Harding. Shot off the glass is good. Jimmy Harding. Way to get a bucket in, Jimmy Harding. And at the half, it is Centralia 40 and LCC 33. We will be back with a little bit of halftime show after this on the Eli Sports and NFHS networks. Or no, just Eli Sports Network.
This just in. Community First Auto Center now has a 2nd location.
Yes, it's true. Community First Auto Center now has a 2nd location that specializes in affordable pre-owned vehicles under $10,000. This 2nd location is directly off exit 74 on Bishop Road. See their selection online at cfaccars.com and at their Facebook page. Community First Auto Center in Chehalis off exit 79 and now a 2nd location off exit 74.
A touch above the rest.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
And we're back here at Centralia College, and a 40-33 lead. We have Coach Jason Moyer here real quick at the halftime. And Coach, you just got the numbers, but I think overall, as that first half wore on, the last 6 minutes, you've got to be pleased with how you were playing on both sides, frankly.
Yeah, we did. We started off a little shaky, but those last 6 were pretty solid. We got to continue to do a better job of not getting those fouls called against us by moving our feet and try to figure out what we need to do to not get 3 offensive calls in the first half.
Well, those were pretty early, and then I guess they decided they're going to stop calling so many offensive fouls. But what I really liked what you did with Seth Hall. Now, he got hot on you a little bit there in the mid, but again, in that last 6-8 minutes, you really basically shut him down, and he's the one that was hitting from the outside.
Yeah, we switched our zone into a 3-2 instead of a 2-3, so it was, giving us an opportunity to kind of extend a little bit more on the perimeter, and I think it, caused a little bit of problems for him. So hopefully we can come out in the second half, do the same thing.
Just keep that same energy out of here. You got good momentum going in here. Jimmy Harding hit a nice shot just before the buzzer. That's a great way to go into halftime.
Yeah, it's great when those guys that are reserve players coming in and playing the way he did. So that was good minutes for Jimmy.
All right, Coach, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Coach Moyer there, the Blazers head coach, and a couple of minutes with him there, Tony. And like he said, I mean, yeah, shaky at the beginning. And in the first time, as you mentioned, they scored 33. They actually did better than that, 40 this time. But they gave up 33 to LCC. But I really like how they played the last 6 minutes. That defense was aggressive. They spread the offense. I love how they do that and attack from all angles. And LB got a couple of big threes behind the arc.
Yeah, a couple of everybody scoring for the Blazers. Only Jackson Clark didn't get on the board right away.
I don't know if he took a shot.
He didn't. I don't think he did. He was 0 for 1 in his attempts getting a shot in. Only one not to score that saw playing time on the floor. 9 players scored for the Blazers in that first half. That's a really good output for the Blazers.
All right, let's get to these halftime numbers.
All right, let's go with Lower Columbia first. Their leading scorer is Seth Hall with 14 points. Devontae Dennis had 2, Mardesh Johnson 2, Samad Hector 4, and Alec Cinetti Hall had 2, Cody Young 3, Travis Patrick had 4, and Bryson Ford had 2. The big thing for Lower Columbia, 15 turnovers in that first half. The Blazers calmed it down to 8.
When we saw that, the difference is the men here are taking advantage. How many points off turnovers for them?
Off of turnovers, the Blazers have 17, and Lower Columbia with 6 off of turnovers.
So a complete opposite of what we saw in the ladies. And again, man, that is such a huge difference. They have a 7-point lead here as we go in. So got the full thing here?
For Centralia, their leading scorer right now is Marcus Gilson with 9. LeBrandon Price has 7. Deontay Dixon 6. And Tyler Ashmore has 5. Colin Prangley 2. Liam Murphy 2. Nathan Hoff 2. Peyton Stanley has 3. And Jimmy Harding with 4. LCC's leading the rebound battle 16-11. But Centralia shooting better, shooting 52% from the field to 48 to Lower Columbia. Not a lot of difference. Bench points, Centralia with 13, Columbia with 9.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, those are the numbers at halftime. We've got about 10 minutes till we get underway again. We're going to step away for about 5 minutes, 5-6 minutes here. We'll come back. We'll recap the numbers and get set for the second half. In the meantime, you're just going to see a court here, and we'll be back here on the Eli Sports Network. And welcome back to Centralia College. We're about 3 minutes away from the start of the second half. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila here on the Eli Sports Network, talking with athletic director Bob Peters. And, you know, when we were talking to Coach Moyer, last 6 minutes, they really kind of put that together. They played really good defense, played and got back to the offense that Coach Moyer wants them to do. Yeah,
and it's one that the best thing that they did was they got a few offensive fouls called against them early, but they made in-game adjustments that they stopped doing what they did, and they stopped picking up those fouls.
The other thing is to be fair, the officials also called 2 or 3 against LCC, and then the second half of the first half, the last 10 minutes, they virtually stopped calling offensive fouls. It's like pass interference in the NFL. They'll call a few, but eventually they're going to stop calling it because they know they need to. And they shouldn't have called that many to begin with because they just simply weren't offensive fouls. But here, Tony, I think same thing. You've got to get it inside. Now, the beauty of the Blazers is you've got plenty of options. Dixon and Price can hit from the outside. They can hit the threes. Peyton Stanley can hit a three if you need to. But you got Tyler Ashmore. You've got, of course, Marcus Gilson. And then you got guys like Dixon can also drive and get into the lane. And Colin Prangley, Liam Murphy does a great job of attacking the hoop.
Yeah, the two slashers for the Blazers are going to be Prangley and Dixon for the most part, with LB doing it as well. Backdoor cuts, look for them to do a lot of that. They're the guys that will be cutting inside. Ashmore's more of a post-up now. In high school, he was a three-point shooter. That's what he did. And so you know he can hit from range, but now in college he's being called on to be more of a post, but you should be at 6'4". And along with Jimmy, both of them doing a good job inside and making sure that Marcus Gilson isn't the only one rebounding for the Blazers this year.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we're about ready to get underway. I assume we'll have the starters out there. That would be Devontae Dennis, Martis Johnson, Seth Hall, Samad Hector, and Alec Sinetti Hall for Lower Columbia. LeBrandon Price, LB, we like to call him. Jackson Clark, Deontay Dixon, Marcus Gilson, and Tyler Ashmore on the floor for Centralia. We'll take a look and make sure that is who it is. And then, again, the other one is you got what? 1, 2, 3 big threes by Seth Hall. And so to make sure you get a hand on that, they really did a nice job in the last 6-8 minutes on him and not allowing him to get off some three-point shots.
Yeah, they made sure that they got the ball out of his hand, made him pass the ball off, didn't let him take some open jumpers, and drove him off the three-point line.
And so here come the Blazers. They'll start with the ball. Jackson Clark with it. Out on top it goes to Ashmore. Ashmore will hand it off to Deontay. Back to LB. LB lost his dribble. Down low to Gilson. Spin up with a shot. Short-armed it. And a rebound by Hector. Samad will hand it off to Sinetti Hall. Sinetti Hall in the front court over to Seth Hall. There you have Martis Johnson. Johnson looking inside. Turn up. Short shot. Partially blocked. Dennis. And back come the Blazers in the front court. Gilson. Cross-court pass into the corner. Quickly out to Clark. Back to LB. Inside it goes. Spin up off the glass and good is Tyler Ashmore.
Nice little hook by Ashmore.
He's got that little underneath hook there that has been so effective to get around the long arms of the defense of LCC. Seth Hall with the ball now. Out on top of the key to go over to Martis Johnson. Martis looking for help. Out on top, Seth Hall. Backing out. Trying to work it inside. LB, quick hands, almost got it. Back to Hall. Wide open three, short. Rebound going to be grabbed by Price. Here comes LeBrandon. LB on his horse. Up, pull up, 15, no. Off the mark, and a rebound will be grabbed by Samad Hector. And Hector will get it over to Sinetti Hall. Sinetti Hall in the front court. Top of the key, stop, kick it. Left over it goes to Hector. Shot outside, good.
That's
for
Martis
three
Johnson.
by Martis Johnson, rather.
Hitting from the outside.
And that's a 42-36, still a 6-point lead here for the Blazers. On the drive, LeBrandon lost the ball, gets it back to Gilson, out on top to Ashmore. Tyler back to Jackson. Jackson with an X. Down low, spins in, nowhere to go. Will reverse it up and go. And into the scorebooks goes Jackson. Clark, 44-36, an 8-point lead.
Everybody that's seen the floor for the Blazers now has points.
Sneddie Hall on the drive into the lane, kicks it back to Johnson for three. In and out, won't go. Long rebound, goes to Clark. Back it goes to LB. Here comes LeBrandon in the front court. Back to Clark. Jackson inside. Needs some help. We'll find it to Ashmore. Over to Gilson. Marcus kicks it out. Back to Dixon inside to Marcus. Down low. Ashmore, and a foul going to be called underneath.
I think that's going to be on Sneddie Hall.
And indeed it will be. So Alex Sneddie Hall will get his first foul. First team foul. And Blazer ball underneath. They'll work it in. Up over the top. Ashmore rolls off. Won't go. Rebound Hector. They'll get it to Sneddie Hall. Alec in the front court. Works it to the right side.
Picked up.
Left hand into the lane. Up off the glass. Won't go. Put back Hector. Good. Foul and count it.
That's going to be on Ashmore. And LB was saying that Sneddie Hall carried as he was driving in. Ashmore picks up his second foul, and that'll send Hector to the line shooting two.
Here's the one shot by Hector, up and good. He's got 7 in a ball game. Back comes Centralia, trying to feed it down to Gilson. Dixon too hard, and Gilson was going in for the rebound. And out of bounds it goes. Over it goes to LCC. Here comes Sneddie Hall. Alex Sneddie Hall out of Alaska. Right side, right elbow. Stopped his dribble. Will find some help in Johnson. Right back to him. Swing it around to Seth Hall. Left corner. It goes to Dennis. Devontae gets it down low to Samad. Samad stuck. Trying to throw it off of Ashmore. He missed. Gets it up to Clark. Finger rolls and good. Jackson with 4 in a ball game now. 46-39. Back to a 7-point lead. And here come the Red Devils of LCC. Sneddie Hall, left hand out on top. Swings it to the right to Seth Hall, down low to Hector. Nope, travel call. Good defense down there by Gilson.
And Hector saying he got hit in the face.
And he says, well, that was after you traveled, though, so it doesn't matter. Your face is now open.
Looks like Hector will be the one checking out and checking in. It's going to be Bryson Ford. He's got 3 fouls.
Yep.
So if you're the Blazers, go at him.
And now here comes Travis Patrick. He'll come in for Devontae Dennis.
Add a couple trees in there for LCC.
So here comes Dixon into the lane. Elevates, can't get it to go, and a rebound going to be grabbed by Patrick. Up it goes to Bryson Ford, and that he lost control of the ball, and it rolls off. Back comes Gilson. Marcus, left side. Jackson Clark for 3, misses everything. Ford with a rebound. Back to Sneddie Hall, back to Patrick, and he'll tomahawk it down for 2.
Deontay Dixon didn't want to be on that poster.
No. 46-41. Still a 5-point lead for the Blazers. Gilson just lost the ball up there, and that'll be grabbed by Ford. Right side over to Seth Hall. Back out on top to Sneddie Hall. Sneddie Hall. Right side. Over to Patrick. Out on top. Martis Johnson. Johnson, oh, he just fell down.
He hit a wet spot.
That's what LeBrandon Price wants to know. You didn't do anything. He slipped and fell.
That's 3 on LB. So it'll be.
That's the third foul on Price, and Coach Moyer going to keep him in here right now.
Inbound from the sideline, Martis Johnson trying to stretch out his leg.
And they're going to bring out LB now as Liam Murphy.
.16 seconds on the shot clock.
They'll work it down inside and more.
Now Ashmore gets called for his third foul.
No, they're going to call it on 24.
They call it on Gilson. Okay. Marcus picks up his second. Patrick hits the front end.
He's got 7 now. It's his first free throw. Trying to make it a 3-point game, can't do it. Back comes Deontay Dixon. Deontay in the front court. On one-on-one with Cincinnati Hall. Wheels around out on top to Gilson. Marcus needs some help now. He'll hand it off to Dixon. Deontay back to Gilson, up good. Count the bucket, and he'll go to the line for 2 or for 1.
He's got 11 in the game now.
Does he have a good free throw?
He does. He's 1 of 2 from the line.
I missed that one.
Or no, he's 1 of 1 from the line.
Either way, I missed it. And now trying to go 2 for 2, and he does.
He's got a dozen.
So back comes Cincinnati Hall. Blazers looking to dig in defensively, want to build that lead. Cincinnati Hall with a good defense by Dixon.
That was a great job jumping over that screen by Dixon. Fight through it.
Down low is Ford, back out to Seth Hall, and Liam Murphy, hand in his face, but he gets it anyway.
He got that James Harden shuffle on his 3, though.
Yeah, that was a good shot by Seth Hall. You can't take that away from him, that's for sure. Dixon down low to Gilson, up for grabs. It's going to be grabbed by Martis Johnson. He'll lose the control of the ball, but run it down in the corner. And now get it over to Seth Hall, out on top to Cincinnati Hall. Cincinnati Hall, top of the key. Back it goes to Patrick. Gets away with a travel. Blocked by Gilson into the hands of Ashmore. Here comes Murphy. Back to Gilson. Lay it up. Won't go. Loose ball. And that'll go over to LCC. Marcus wanted that one back. Here comes Colin Prangley. And here comes Tyler Ashmore. Good effort off the floor for Tyler.
4-point game, 49-45. Blazers with the lead.
Cincinnati Hall with it. Out on top. He'll circle to the right. Trying to dish down to Hall.
Prangley slapped it away from Ford.
Up it goes to Dixon. Feed it over. Up for Prangley. Can't get it to go. Short-armed it. Back comes Seth Hall into the lane. Up over the top. Landed in is Bryson Ford. It's a 2-point game. 49-47. Back comes Prangley. Into the lane, won't go. Loose ball. Martis Johnson comes out of the pack with it. Here comes Martis. Or check that, Cincinnati Hall with it now. Reverses. Trying to get it inside to Ford. Up over the top, won't go. Loose ball, Gilson. Rebound, Marcus. Jeez, a lot of contact out there. Murphy for 3, and he'll hit it. And a timeout going to be called, a full timeout. 52-47, a 12-15 to go in the ball game. Tony will take a quick timeout. Come back here on the Eli Sports Network.
Centralia College is where your success begins. Fresh out of high school, want to extend your athletic career, or are heading back to class for a new career? Centralia College is a great place to start. It's not too early to begin planning, and the Centralia College Foundation can help you pay for your education. The foundation offers more than $500,000 in scholarships every year. You can apply easily by going to centralia.edu/scholarships. Centralia College is where your success begins.
Welcome back to Centralia College. Michael Smith Gymnasium here at Watterson Court. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila. And Tony, 52-47, LCC did a nice job. Closed within 2, but a big 3 ball there by Liam Murphy.
Helped extend the lead just a bit to 5, but this is a back and forth, up the floor kind of game between these two sides now. As both teams make a couple adjustments, Loudon Wardius will check back in along with Cody Young and Samad Hector for LCC.
Oh, Coach Polis is yelling spread out, and they wanted to know if he wanted a timeout. All right, did not. Here comes Cody Young. Cody will bring it in the front court. Left side it goes. Over to Seth Hall. Back to Young. Right side to Wardius. Loudon Wardius. Back to Young. Young circling to Wardius. Out on the perimeter. Now trying to get it inside to Bryson Ford. Ford back out on top. And that is a shot underneath there by Young. No good. Rebound Gilson, and back comes the Blazers inside to Prangley. A little up, flips it up and good for 2.
Prangley gets his first field goal of the game.
But 4th point after he made 2 free throws in the first half. Back to a 7-point lead. Young in the air was able to find Seth Hall. Right side. Back out on top to Young. Swinging around the perimeter. Wardius cut off by Jackson. Great steal there by Deontay Dixon. He'll lose the ball. Over to Liam Murphy. Gets it into Prangley. He'll get fouled and go to the line for 2.
And that's going to be number 3 on Hector.
So Prangley, 2 for 2. Nathan Hoff is going to check up. Up and good. Prangley now with 5. So Nathan Hoff will check in for Jackson Clark, who comes out after a really good effort.
Martis Johnson checks in for Wardius for LCC.
Second free throw up and good. Prangley hits them both with 4 for 4 at the line. 6 in the game.
Travis Patrick checks in for Bryson Ford for LCC.
So that is exactly what Coach Moyer and Coach McMillan have been wanting out of Prangley the last 2 times. He got the ball to go in once, he got fouled, and hit 2 free throws the next time.
Be aggressive offensively.
Here comes Coach Young. Gets it back inside.
There's going to be a foul on Prangley. That was a good strip, it looked like, by Colin. That's his 3rd.
Third foul on Prangley.
Young, 5-second count was on.
Shot from the outside, rolls around, no good. Gilson with a big rebound. Here comes Marcus. We'll hand it off to Dixon. Here comes Deontay. Back to Prangley. Gonna lob it inside to Gilson, out to Murphy, back to Gilson. Marcus rips it to Prangley, up over the top, won't go. Loose ball, and
Prangley, I think, is going to get called for a foul. That's number 4 on Colin.
Jimmy Harding coming in for Colin.
And Alec Sinetti Hall will check back in
for Cody Young. Sinetti Hall will get it to Johnson, carries the ball all over. Wow. Back to Sinetti Hall. It's at left side. Shot from the corner, rolls off, and Liam Murphy with a rebound. He'll take it himself. Quickly into front court.
That's a blocking foul on Sinetti Hall.
And the offensive fouls have all but disappeared. So great job. Oh, they're going to say it was not on the shot. So out of bounds it goes. Fall away and he'll bank it in. What? Jimmy!
Gave him a little Hakeem Dream shake
Yeah,
there.
why not? Back comes Seth Hall. He'll back out and reset. Sinetti Hall now. Left side it goes. Over to Johnson, down low to Ford. No, check that. Patrick, a little fall-away jumper. Nice shot there by Travis.
Nice soft touch.
Yeah, really soft touch there and laid that up and in. Still a 9-point lead here for the Blazers. Like to push it back into double digits. Marcus Gilson got to move. Nice up off the glass and good. How do you even get the shot off?
Nice scoop.
Dixon with a steal. Deontay. Now they're going to set it up. Out on top, Gilson. Gilson looking inside. And that's Harding. Nice move, reverse back and over. Jimmy Harding with 8. And a timeout going to be called by LCC. Jimmy Harding doing it, Tony. I think we're going to have a full timeout. 8:39 left to go, 62-49. Blazers back in a moment here on the Eli Sports Network.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, jewelry, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
8:39 to go, 62-49 Blazers with a 13-point lead. They're big in the first half.
Not sure.
Can you see that?
Gilson had 3 rebounds in the first half.
Wow, he's got a lot more than that here.
Murphy kids called for the travel.
That was a few steps there.
He got caught trying to spin into the lane.
So back comes Hector Samad with it for LCC. It's a long count. Coach Moyer thought it hit 5. On his watch, it hit 5.
Hit 12 in his watch.
Yeah.
Inside, Patrick works on Harding. Can't hit the shot, gets his rebound, and he's fouled by Hoff.
So that foul will be on Hoff and not Harding.
That was a good, that's who fouled him, was Hoff underneath. Harding had a good block. Hoff caught him on the arm going up.
1 for 2 is Patrick at the line. And misses. Second shot up and good. Did he make that?
The net is messed up. And that's why they stopped. I thought it might have been a lane violation.
No. So here comes Liam Murphy. Coach Moyer wants this at a fast pace. Then like anything,
Cross by
there's
Murphy.
a foul there.
That was a great cross by Liam. Got Sinetti Hall to follow him.
The bucket went in?
Did it?
I think it did.
I guess it did.
Yeah, I didn't see it go in. What do we know? Murphy at the line for one up.
No, he did not make it. They said count it on the table here. They confirmed that it was not counted. So he'll go to the line shooting 2. Made the first one.
And made the second one.
Made them both. So he did get 2.
So I don't have to erase anything.
And there's an over and back, but then he threw the ball away, so didn't matter. Tyler Ashmore will check in for Jimmy Harding. Then Bryson Ford will check in for Samad Hector.
So back comes Nathan Hoff. Out on top to Murphy, reversing it over to Gilson. Down low it goes to Ashmore. Ashmore spins, hesitates, block, and out of bounds it goes to Centralia. 14-point lead, 64-50. LB back in there, he'll take it out of bounds. 16 in the game, and now he'll go back to the line for 1. 2 for 2. And now 3 for 3. All of them on and an and 1 situation. Pressure defense. Murphy with a big steal. Liam rips it. Price back out on top. Swings it over. Murphy for 3. Yes! Liam Murphy drains it for 3. And another timeout and a 20-point lead for the Blazers with 6:54 left to go. 70-50. We'll take a timeout here on the Eli Sports Network.
Centralia College is a great opportunity for student athletes to begin their college academic career and continue their athletic dreams. Centralia College's volleyball, women's soccer, men and women's basketball and fast pitch teams, combined with low tuition, offers a great opportunity for student athletes to continue their athletic careers. For more information on Centralia College and the Centralia College Foundation, visit centralia.org. Centralia College, where your success begins.
And welcome back here to Centralia College. 6:54 to go in the ball game. Now a 20-point lead as a quick 5 points there. 2 points at the free throw line, and then, or actually 6 points. A 2+1, and then Liam Murphy draining a 3.
And that was great job by the Blazers. Murphy went up, got that one-handed catch steal, and the ball went around the floor, finds Murphy, who drains the 3. You got to feed the guy that got you the ball back.
Right now they're on a 30-17 run here in the second half to extend this just under the 7-minute mark. Here comes Sinetti Hall. Alec in the front court. Gonna lob it in to Ford, back to Sinetti Hall, out to Seth Hall. Give that to Nathan Hoff, his second.
Oh, wow. Patrick hits the front end.
He's got 11 off the bench. Second shot short, and Gilson will rip it. Back to come in the front court, LeBrandon. Price with the ball, down in the corner. Little wraparound pass to Ashmore. Back inside. Off the back of Seth Hall, and that'll stay with the Blazers. They'll get it in to Gilson. Gilson to Murphy. Gilson sets a screen. Murphy, pull-up jumper, good!
And Marcus Gilson took an elbow to the face. Got hit in the nose.
Oh. Man, and that's the one that'll make your eyes water, that's for sure.
And Gilson still trying to shake it off.
Yeah, referee's going. Coach Moyer's still coaching him, and referee's going, you okay? You need to sit down for a few minutes? Back comes LCC, trailing by 21 now. Sinetti Hall, covered by LB. Out Out on the right corner there. Great defense. Seth Hall nowhere to go. And the ball will go out of bounds, and over it goes to Centralia.
And Seth Hall looks like he might be hurt. Might have banged knees. Got a little bit of a dead leg.
Or maybe bang somewhere else there. Trying to catch his breath is what it looks like. Loudon Mortius is going to come in for him. I think he's trying to catch his breath there and doing it in a very...
Trying to get his voice octave down to the normal level.
And he's just going to walk off slowly. Don't look at me. So back comes the Blazers. Murphy with it. Liam having a heck of a game. Into the lane. Nowhere to go. Kicks it out. Ashmore thought about a three and said, we'll attack. Floats it up over the top and we'll take the two.
He's got 9 in the game now.
And the ball?
No, it's a timeout call.
How many more do they have?
Loudon Wardius called the timeout on the baseline. He wasn't able to get the ball in. The 5-second count was on.
So, not sure how many they have. It's a full timeout. Let's step away real quick. 74-51, 5:21 to go. Back in a moment here on the E-Line Sports Network.
This just in. Community First Auto Center now has a second location.
Yes, it's true. Community First Auto Center now has a second location that specializes in affordable pre-owned vehicles under $10,000. This second location is directly off exit 74 on Bishop Road. See their selection online at cfaccars.com and at their Facebook page. Community First Auto Center in Chehalis off exit 79 and now a second location off exit 74.
A touch above the rest.
And welcome back here to Centralia College, home of the Trailblazers. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila as the Blazers sporting a 23-point lead with 5:21 left to play in the ball game. Trying to improve. Where's our standing sheet there, Tony? You got there?
To 6-3.
Yeah, 6-3.
If they hold on, they'll jump over SPSCC.
Well, we don't know. SPSCC has got a half game behind. That one up and good. Nice job there by Dennis. He's got 4 points in the game. So 74-53, 5 minutes to go. They can't go to sleep here. That 3 minutes you talked about, Tony, can't have.
Murphy is stripped. Ball will stay with the Blazers. And Devontae Dennis, for him being so quick, I'm surprised he doesn't slash to the basket more.
Yeah. Trying to get it into Gilson, and does. Back out on top.
Back down to Gilson. Ball slapped away. Coming up with it is Wardius. Loudon into the front court to Sinetti Hall. Back to Wardius. Dennis going to drive. Down low it goes and goes back to the Blazers. Jumped and had nowhere to go with the ball. It's a 21-point lead for the Blazers, 74-53 with 4:30 to go in the second half.
And here comes Liam Murphy again. Almost falls down, puts his hand down, but keeps dribbling. Now a little fall away, 12-footer and good. Liam with 14. Back it goes. In the front court. Lobbing it down inside. Dishing off. Well, nice dunk there by Travis Patrick. He did take about 6 steps to set that one up, but they'll give it to him. 76-55, 21-point lead. LCC is up on Centralia 4-0 in dunks.
They are.
But they'll take a 76-55 lead instead.
Gilson misses the shot but runs down his own rebound.
Kicks it right. Price for 3. Yes. LB says, nah, we're just going to put an end to this one right now. How many points does he have?
He has 9, 10.
Yeah,
and Centralia takes a full timeout. Coach Moyer takes a full timeout.
We'll stay here this time. We do want to thank our sponsors of Centralia college basketball. And, of course, all of Centralia College sports, and that includes, of course, Alderson's
Awards West
Printwares and Community First Auto Centers, and, of course, the Centralia College Foundation as well. Thanks to all of them. 79-55. What a run here. They took that last 6 minutes of the first half, Tony, and just rolled that over to the second half, and they haven't looked back.
They have not. They have held the Red Devils to just 22 points in this second half while scoring 39 now.
39-22 run here with 3.5 still to play.
A great run by the Blazers, as the last game they won 66-49, and both teams have already outscored that last output coming into this. So Wardius on the baseline.
We'll get it into Cody Young, who's back into the ball game, and here comes Young. Over to Patrick. We'll wrap around pass down low to Ford. Ford going baseline, up, and good strong bucket there by Ford. He's got 6. And here comes Deontay Dixon. Dixon lobs it to Harding. Jimmy. Down low to Gilson. Oh, trying to give it back to Harding. They're going to not save it. That'll be an over and back. And you do want to go ahead and get the violation there, Tony, so the ball goes out of bounds. They don't get a chance for a fast break. They can set up on defense at least.
Yeah, because Murphy tried to run that one down, flicked it back, and it went right to Bryson Ford.
Yeah. But it didn't matter.
Nope. Already went over the line.
Over to Travis Patrick, spins in the lane, up, little nice soft shot.
Count the bucket.
Yeah, I don't see a foul there.
That's going to be on Jimmy Harding. That's his second. Hoff will check in for Murphy. No, that's Peyton Stanley.
Peyton Stanley, nice run there by Liam Murphy. Still a 20-point lead with 2:41 left to go. Second shot up and good. Patrick with 16 now in the game. Seth Hall leading them with 17, but then that's about it. 79-60, 19-point lead. LB with the ball. Looking to drive. Hangs in the air, rolls off, won't go. Back the other way. Ford with it, out on top to Dennis. Devontae will hand it over to Cody Young. To Ortius. In the corner, that's off. Harding with a rebound. 2 minutes to go. Deontay Dixon will bring it in, looking to drive into the lane, and he'll be fouled by Dennis.
Getting up to check in is going to be Zach Spink for Lower Columbia and Michael Brown for Centralia.
Shot up and good.
By Deontay Dixon.
He's got 7 now. 2 for 3 at the line. Second shot. Trying to push it back to a 21-point lead. And he will. Deontay Dixon with 8. 81-60. And back comes LC. Right side it goes over to Wardius. Out on top. Ball slapped away by Colin Prangley. And gets it up to Harding. Oh, it won't go. Patrick with a rebound. Back the other way. And trying to finish his Ford won't go, and now Prangley will grab it with 90 seconds to play.
And Dixon will slow things down moving up the floor.
Right side it goes. Harding with it. Out on top. Dixon. Deontay looking to drive. Up with a floater, that won't go. A little putback by Prangley won't go. Harding can't get it to go. And Ford with a rebound. Back it goes, 1 minute. Left side, shot up and good. Good for Zach Spink.
Gets in and hey.
Bang, a three-pointer.
Earn your minutes.
81-63. Back the other way we go. Shot off the mark. Rebound, 34 seconds left to go. And Nathan Hoff will not come in now. It's all but over, but the shouting and the crying. The rebound, Deontay, and Deontay just going to bring it down, and LC is just going to say, yeah, this is it. 15 seconds, 81-63 is going to be the final. And what a job here by the Centralia Blazers. 5 seconds to go, and they start congratulating, and here comes the shake at the beginning. Coaches meet, and a big win here for the Blazer men. All right, Tony, we'll take a timeout, come back, and wrap it up with a postgame show next here on the Eli, on the Eli Sports Network.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
Centralia College is a great opportunity for student athletes to begin their college academic career and continue their athletic dreams. Centralia College's volleyball, women's soccer, men and women's basketball and fast pitch teams, combined with low tuition, offers a great opportunity for student athletes to continue their athletic careers. For more information on Centralia College and the Centralia College Foundation, visit centralia.edu. Centralia College, where your success begins.
This just in. Community First Auto Center now has a second location.
Yes, it's true. Community First Auto Center now has a second location that specializes in affordable pre-owned vehicles under $10,000. This second location is directly off Exit 74 on Bishop Road. See their selection online at cfaccars.com and at their Facebook page. Community First Auto Center in Chehalis off Exit 79 and now a second location off Exit 74.
A touch above the rest.
Welcome back here to Watterson Court here at Centralia College as the Blazers get the job done. 81-63. We're here talking with Coach Jason Moyer. And Coach, when we last talked to you, just at halftime, we said, man, that last 6 minutes of the first half, you bring that momentum, roll it over. Your boys did. They did an outstanding job, outscoring them 41-30 in the second half and pulling away for an 81-63 win. There we go. Yeah, you're on now.
Yeah, we did a great job. Stayed focused. Came in, and the game plan was to come out and play for 40 minutes. And we told our guys if we can get to 80, we're going to get this game. So they did what they needed to do tonight.
And again, I think some guys off the bench is where you won the first time. And we went back. Your bench players really outscored them in the first game that you won by 6. And you take a look, Liam Murphy had 14, Jim Harding 8, Peyton Stanley had 3. Those guys off the bench, Allen with 6 as well.
Yeah,
huge
well
play.
balanced.
Yeah, and Liam is going to be our player of the game. And
awesome.
he had an outstanding effort tonight. He
Yeah,
is so quick, that defense.
Yeah, he's good. He's solid. This is the way we need him to play. He's been kind of down on himself, and we just continue to try to tell these guys every night to come out and be confident, because every one of them can come out and shoot it up. And defensively, they're all working together. So,
Jimmy Harding. I mean, how fun was that?
Yeah,
this
it's
guy
nice
getting out there and getting it done. Not only is the bench excites the bench when he does something. That's just such a positive. But he's getting work done out there.
He is. He's getting it done. He's got, for being someone who has only played, one year
That's
in
right,
high
yeah.
school, he comes out and footwork is, it's getting there, but you can see it tonight. It's there. It just needs a little polished, and he's got a soft touch around the rim, and some of those shots he made tonight, yeah, they were some amazing shots.
Yeah. Hey, that's why they put the box on the backboard. Aim for it, and it goes in, right?
And if you get it above the rim, anything can happen.
That's right. All right, so now you're 6-3. You're still behind Green River and SPSCC until we know what they do at this point. But you're a half game behind SPSCC, and you've got them next, don't you?
We do have them next on Wednesday, yeah.
You got to head up to Olympia that time. The first time through, you lost at 90-74. What do you have to do on Wednesday different than you did on the home floor?
We just gotta make sure that we keep them from scoring. They came out, they came here and just shot very confident. I think they had 13 threes in that game. So we just got to do a better job of, protecting the perimeter. And, our guys are focused. They know what that game means, going up to their place and trying to steal one at their court.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys did a really nice job, especially on Seth Hall. He only had 1 3 in the second half, and but extending and getting that hand in the face and just disrupting those outside shooters.
Yeah, he still shot 50%, which is that's too good of a shooting percentage for someone to have against us. But that's again, that first 10 minutes in the first half, we weren't really focused on where he was in our zone, and we just had to adjust to it, and once we did, it definitely kept him at bay.
But Coach, that's a little misleading a little bit, simply because he only shot once or twice in the second half from behind the arc because there are no shots.
Right.
So otherwise, who knows what the percent was.
Right.
By limiting his shots, I think more than anything.
He was 3 for 5 in the first half, so yeah, we definitely
second half you did
put some focus on him in the locker room during halftime, so it was good that they stayed executed.
Anything glaring that you really, as a coach, I know you're working on every. Is there anything glaring out there at this point? Like we were talking last year. Every game there was a 3 to 5 minute run where everything just went to hell, and we have not really seen that this year. This group is a different group. You've got some leaders, you got some experience, and again, it could have happened here at some point, and not the pedal is to the metal the entire time.
Yeah, it's nice when you have 8 sophomores out there. That makes a huge difference. 1 year experience at this level, is the key. Every time we talk about it, it's if we can get that core group back, and we're going to have some success. And it's great that these guys saw what we did last year and stuck with it and just came out and said, they're gonna buy in this year, and that's what we're seeing. That buy-in, and the second guys are stepping up.
Yeah, because Jackson, Colin, Marcus, of course, Donovan, even off the bench, and Michael Brown as well. Just
Liam and Deontay are both 2 transfer guards that are sophomores. So, like I said, we're in LB.
And now you got guys like Nathan Hoff and Tyler Ashmore really buying in to what's happening as well, with this leadership. So it's fun. This is exciting. You guys are in great shape. You got a big one on Wednesday. We wish you the best. Get it done.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, buddy. Thank you so much, Coach Moyer, as the Blazers go to 6-3. Tony, why don't we run down the final numbers here real quick, and then we'll let them put away their brand new fancy tables.
All right, let's go with Lower Columbia first. Their leading scorer was Seth Hall with 17. Devontae Dennis had 4. Martis Johnson 5. Samad Hector had 7. Alec Canetti Hall, don't let him unplug that. Alec Canetti Hall had 2 points. Cody Young 3. Zach Spink had 3. Travis Patrick had 16. And Bryson Ford had 6. For the Centralia Blazers, their leading scorer was Marcus Gilson with 17. LeBrandon Price had 10. Jackson Clark had 4. Deontay Dixon had 8. Tyler Ashmore had